Yo, 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 what's up, everyone? I am fucking back. You're listening. We are fucking back, everyone. It's been a while. It's been a fucking while. Holy shit. My previous episode was released back in February. That was like the beginning of the month. But that was recorded in January. And let me remind y'all, it's already April. Okay, freaking April. It's like freaking almost 3 months. No, maybe two or so. Maybe. See, you could literally see the timeline of my procrastination. Yeah. But I'm here now. I'm energized. I'm ready to yap. I'm ready to put a piece of me out there. And yeah, I'm just hoping I get to be consistent with this again. I was consistent pretty while back, like the beginning of other like 5 episodes. Like, you know, nigas ko going, whatever. But yeah, I really love doing this, even though I get few views or none. I don't fucking care. I like to analyze things. I like to interpret things. Well, yeah, we're back, and I hope I could tackle more interesting topics. And I hope y'all could suggest something for me to tackle, of course. I also want some interactions with my audience. If there is anyone out there. Crickets. Well, anyway. And yes, for those who have a keen eye, our podcast has now a new motherfucking icon. Yes. So sinadya ko talaga siya before I even record this specific episode, because it is very critical for me to do so, as I want to be an example. I want to set myself an example, and I want to be true with my words. And this decision was very crucial before I step into this topic. So, well, y'all know already what we're gonna tackle, since already right on the title of the video or the freaking episode on the Spotify. But anyway, today, we will tackle what I call the mockery to the human mind, aka artificial intelligence. That's the best way I could put that shit into words, describe it, because tallying everything up, it has more negative impacts than its positive side. Probably because of the human nature of being greedy and being reliant. But that's what we are going to talk about today. And yeah, fasten your seatbelts and hold into your vajayjays. This is Seiji, your host, and you're now listening to D-BUNK podcast, decoding the world's weirdness, calling out bullshit, and having a damn good time. So, yun, before we start off with the freaking chapters of how we're going to, dissect this into freaking pieces for us to be able to consume it in a very efficient way, let me first testify for the first part. I've told everyone that the reason behind the icon change is because the old one is AI made. Yes, it is made with AI. Because I don't know. Yeah, that's my fault. I'm at fault, and I'm sorry for it. I'm apologizing for it. Maybe it's just because I would really want to get into the podcast, and I'm not that skilled with art, and I just have to push through. But luckily, a few months back, I got my hands on Canva Pro, even though it looks fucked up. I really like how at the very least, it's something I made. It is something crafted with my own hands and my own creative mind. So yeah. Diba, magsusoli ka na nga lang, dapat syempre may action. So here I am now. So now we'll talk about AI itself, since everyone relies on it so much and everyone keeps on praising and I've been witnessing a lot of people, even my own sister, relying on that shit, like using it as a search engine instead of Google itself. And some people just putting everything they need in there just to generate shit, thinking that it's smarter than us. Or is it really smarter than us? That is the first question here. Is it smarter than us? Is AI really smart? Or are we just tired of thinking? So society leans on it again for everything. Sadly, for my own craft, writing, for the others, like the sin I've committed, art, even thinking itself, brainstorming, and unfortunately even feeling. Even things such as poems, literary art, oh my god, this is just so disappointing. Well, before I crash out here, let's now proceed into the whole freaking chapters. Let's debunk the glamorized quote-unquote genius of AI and how it messes with human cognition, creativity, and our sense of identity. Chapter 1. The illusion of intelligence. Like I said, people think AI is intelligent because, well, for starters, it's rare for it to make mistake. I mean, let's say, information-wise, it can make mistake, but like grammar-wise, if you want a full 500-word essay, yeah, you might really count on it without the grammatical errors you tend to make as a human being. So that's probably it. But to think of it, AI doesn't really think. It only mimics, it predicts, but it doesn't have its own perception. Probably not me, but like I do talk to my AI software whenever I need something for analysis or some proofreading. I talk to it as a human being, properly. But some people who just use it not as a tool but a freaking generator, they do think it is aware of what it's doing, but it's not. It is powered by pattern recognition, statistics, and probability. So it doesn't really project intelligence. We are just becoming lazy thinkers. A better way to explain the freaking illusion, quote-unquote illusion of its intelligence, is this YouTube video I watched like a year ago or so. Yeah, I forgot who the YouTuber is, but basically the topic it was dealing with was he's experimenting on this artificial intelligence software, specifically ChatGPT. So he's doing some image creations. He's generating images, and the experiment was he's trying to get ChatGPT to create a full glass of wine. A glass of wine filled to the brim. So after a prompt, another prompt, several more prompts, it just can't. Even though he alterated his wordings, even though he changed the fluid he wants in the glass of wine, even like he says another part there, he's like, just change it to orange juice. I want a wine glass filled with orange juice. It just cannot generate it. So what is the lesson behind this? So this, I'm literally nerding out regarding this topic because it's just a favorite of mine. So the reason is AI uses the concept of empiricism. So let's search up empiricism so I won't make a mistake. But yeah, empiricism is basically having your knowledge based on your experience, or your something you've already perceived rather than rational thinking about that thing. Okay, so here is the actual definition from the Google Dictionary. So empiricism, a noun from philosophy, is a theory that all knowledge is derived from sense experienced. stimulated by the rise of experimental science. It developed the 17th and 18th centuries, particularly, yes, John Locke. I've studied this in my senior high school year. Yeah. So what does it mean? What does it say, really? What is it? You're just freaking you're just freaking giving us random theories here, Jill? No, I'm not. So what it means is that if the information or the image that you want does not exist in the surface of the internet, and therefore the AI software cannot generate it. So if there isn't such thing posted or anything published in the web, therefore it's not within its freaking quote-unquote brain. It cannot generate it, it cannot perceive it, especially when it comes to images, since they don't have it. Well, let's try to search up right now full glasses of wine. I'm doing that right now so we could just like have a better vision of it. Why is it there is a full glass of wine? Now let's try to test this. Finally, a full glass of wine by ChatGPT. I don't know how they developed this. Well, now it does have, but for I think this is a new update because the ChatGPT experiment took like a way back ago, like probably not sure. I'm just gonna Yeah, but you can literally watch it on YouTube. It's titled Why ChatGPT Can Draw a Full Glass of Wine by Alex O'Connor. So yeah. So I don't care about the freaking updates and shit that feature the evolution of this shit, that it made it possible to do that thing. I guess somebody from this company watched the video and saw the flaw and fixed it, but nevertheless, the point is ChatGPT only takes everything in the surface of the internet. It's like a freaking like Google. It could be a search engine, but it's much more flexible because you're able to direct it to do certain tasks. And yes, but it doesn't make it intelligent. It's just because we are becoming lazy thinkers. Chapter 2. Creativity is being outsourced. So, yeah, I said a while ago, we keep on relying on it for everything, even thinking itself. And that ruins our brain more than we think. We are slowing down the neurons, slowing down our cognitive functions. It's just gonna make us worse. AI isn't creative. We are. You are. Us human beings are creative. AI softwares just recycles and mashes up leftovers. Everything there is in the internet, they just mush it together and that's it. They just do that. And it's just sad how students rely on it for outputs, and hindi na tayo nakakapag-isip. We are now not basic. I can't use the word hindered because the students are voluntarily doing it. They are risking the doom of their own creativity just for a faster way. And what's more embarrassing, pathetically, there are writers and artists, self-proclaimed, but they are using AI. That's not art. What makes art is our struggle, the risks that we take, the flaws. And all through that, we could have a breakthrough. We could get over the freaking exhaustion and the burnout. And what makes our art is the imperfection that it holds. And it is what makes it beautiful. AI just smooths over our cracks. But art is art because of our own authentic creativity. Chapter 3, Decision Fatigue Equates Blind Trust. Still related to what I've said a while ago, that students rely on AI, risking their own doom, their creativity's doom, just to have a faster path to get the output, the result that they want. And the decision fatigue here, I'm saying here, is that we are exhausted. Like, we're having this situation that our brain is just going autopilot, and that is dangerous. We just want to create, and that stops us from questioning results. And a lot of people think that this must be right because it's AI, but it's not. There's a lot of flaws AI can make, and not everything it can write is factual. Our daily lives can be overwhelming, and that is why AI would tend to be our fastest escape. And I think one of those things that pushes us to take that risk is the trend, not really, it's quite of a trend, the trend of being productive and just going over everything, but fast creation, fast pace doesn't necessarily equate to quality, but rather only the quantity of things. And also, we're losing the essence of what should be enjoyed, and that is the process itself. A lot of people focuses on the finish line without actually putting their mind into the process itself. It's never about the ending. It's about the journey. Damn, that's poetic. Chapter 4, Loss of Critical Thinking. That's what I'm saying. Again and again, we're just going on loops, but this is a good way to actually dissect this thing. Well, from the creation of Google, literal information within the palm of our hands or in front of a freaking monitor, it already killed curiosity because people are no longer wandering around in libraries trying to find answers, trying to have a glimpse of that information. Like, we have lost the thirst, we have lost the passion, and AI is finishing the job because it's literally gonna make you freaking do the job. Like, no, it's not gonna make you, it's gonna do the job for you. There's a meme where it says, back then, if you're gonna cheat on your assignment, you will end up learning something. And yeah, that's true, because I will be googling something, just trying to figure out how to do this freaking shit, but I end up just searching, and there's a freaking thread of information that eventually I got a grasp of something. But now AI, it gives you instant answers, and you no longer have the time to ponder. I mean, it's your personal choice, but since we're becoming lazy thinkers, we decide to no longer ponder about it and just get the shit over with. And that's just sad. And I do think that's one of the reasons. AI is definitely one of the biggest reason why we have a global educational crisis. We no longer search for answers. We just prompt. We no longer reflect, and that is how we get misinformed. We become superficial, and bias grows unchecked. We no longer try to perceive things, analyze things, because we are having blind trust on this thing. Chapter 5. The identity crisis we don't talk about. This is the last chapter, and this is where we get emotional. Not really emotional. I mean, I'm not gonna cry here. But, yeah. The more we use AI, the more we forget how human we are. The more we forget we have our own capabilities. We have a brain. We have our creativity. We have our own perception. We have our own perspectives, opinions. We forget about that because we rely on this. We no longer use. It's just sad because we are slowly losing the essence of life itself. And thinking about it, this is no longer fun. What are we doing with our life? Where's the beauty of it, right? Where's the essence of, I don't know. Because I'm thinking about it, it's just so wrong. People are redefining self-worth about productivity, which is what AI enhances, hence what I've been talking about, which is swift or fast-paced. But that's not it. We want to have a voice. We want to have something in this world. Like I said, everyone is authentic. We're unique of our own. And back then, it was just so beautiful for people to just, for them to take a grasp of information, finally finding out what they truly love to do, the hobbies, the interpretation, the passion for things, the passion for learning itself, the thirst for knowledge and wisdom. And that is rarely seen today. And here is something I freaking saw as a question. If AI can write a song or a script, then what makes your voice special? That fucking hits deep because I'm a writer. I started writing before AI freaking invaded the whole fucking universe, and I got better at it. I had a grasp of what my style is, what my identity is, but then I'm in an era where there's not a lot of people appreciating my craft because they might think AI could write better, AI could do that. But no, I still want to stand that people, us humans, can do everything way better than a freaking mindless piece of crap instead of our computers, instead of our phones. What it cannot do is do something with love, passion. They cannot write a poem about heartaches. They cannot bleed onto pages like us. And that is something I am holding on to. AI cannot be better with us because they cannot love what they are doing. Unlike us, who puts our soul, our heart out, every bit of sweat, blood, and tears. What makes us human is our love for our craft and for the beauty of the world. And that's it for today's episode. I don't know what I'm saying, but I am pretty impressed of how I did. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hug myself. Okay, I'm patting myself right now. Although I just cannot avoid talking way too fast. It's just something I'm born with. Cause like ever since I was a kid, like yeah, especially when I'm excited, especially when I'm nerding out about something, I would literally rap my shit. Okay, I'm gonna rap that shit. I don't even know. I mean, I could understand myself. I could definitely do, and I'm not even aware that I'm talking that fast. And also, something to be proud of is that I ended this podcast 9:22 p.m. Guys, this is the first time I recorded I fucking recorded an episode not past 11 p.m. Holy shit. Hell yeah, hell motherfucking yeah. So, Ewan, that is our episode. I am so happy to tackle this thing. I am so happy to actually dive into the flaws of AI, but this is not a finished book. I still want to tackle this because it's still a broad topic, and this specific episode, hence its negative title, it only presented the negative effects and its dark side, its disadvantage in the humanity, but it could also hold something positive. It could still be something good if we use it in the appropriate way, in the way that it should be used. And that's something I still want to tackle. So yeah, that's it. And I'm so happy. I finally yapped again. I'm very happy. I think I did well. Thank you everyone for listening. This is Seiji, shredding your life wonders into bits. Have a good one.